Hi, George. This is Kate Frost, and I wanted to do a quick digital review of Superior Toyota and offer some recommendations for improvement. So, when I went to Google and typed in their name, what I found was that the first link, of course, is their website, as I would expect. And it looks like they've claimed their Google Places and integrated it with Google Plus, so I think that's fantastic. The next few links are going to be from Toyota.com, Cars for Sale, Edmunds, Facebook, which is great, Business Finder, and Cars.com. What I would actually like to see on this first page search are more links that they own independently, and those can even be some social media links. Not that these are terrible, but certainly they represent other dealerships as well, and we'd really like them to own the page and have the consumer go directly to their assets. When I go to their website, I actually really like the layout that they have from dealer.com. I think that it's clean and easy to use. Some suggestions I do have when you go to new and click on showroom, if dealer.com gives you any flexibility in this layout, I would go ahead and change the vehicle lineup. We've got Scion at the top, which I can't imagine is a volume vehicle for you. I would replace those with the Camry and the Corolla and some of those other vehicles that consumers are probably looking for, so that they don't have to go down and kind of hunt and peck to find those. The same goes for when I go to do a new vehicle search. I'm not sure how these vehicles are being selected. We've got 4Runner at the top, which I can't imagine, again, that you're selling that many of, and why a 1995 4Runner is showing up on a new vehicle search as well. So I would go ahead and, again, if you have any flexibility, switch those around to your volume models. When I look at pre-owned, well, I think pre-owned sounds a lot nicer than used. The reality is that when people go to Google and do a search for a pre-owned vehicle, they're typing in used Toyota Corolla. They're not typing in pre-owned. So I would go ahead and switch that out so that it's reflective more of how people are searching, so that these have a better chance of coming up on the organic listing that you're probably paying a lot of money for through search engine marketing. So just switch that out to used, call it what everybody else and the consumer calls it. I'm not sure if you're taking your vehicles in-house or you're outsourcing those. It does look like that you have a nice place to stage some of these vehicles. However, you don't have a lot of photos of your used cars. And so if you are outsourcing, certainly have them come in much more frequently. If you're doing them in-house, perhaps you add another member to the team. I think this is one of your biggest areas of opportunity to increase your used car business. If you're spending thousands of dollars with AutoTrader and Cars.com, you're really not getting the bang for your buck when you have stock photos, because consumers really want to see these quality photos for used cars, and more we're seeing that dealers are taking new car photos as well, and that's increasing their number of leads. With specials, I was happy to see that you have specials listed under each category. However, when I go to new specials, my recommendation would be that you increase the number of specials you have and even include a vehicle from every single model in there, so that there's representation and it looks like you have a sale going on for every type of vehicle. When I go to finance and looked at your application, it actually looked a little cumbersome. Maybe this is dealer.com's credit application. I would recommend looking into a dealer-centric or laser stream video for a few $100s a month. I think that it would increase the number of credit submissions you get, and in my opinion, a credit application is the very best lead you can get. If somebody's willing to give you their social security number, they're probably pretty serious about it. So, consider that as well. In terms of other tools, I was happy to see that you have Contact at Once on your website. I think chat is fantastic. Some other conversion tools you might consider would be a $25 gift card through HookLogic or Entice, and maybe even a pop-up coupon. Those always seem to work, and anything you can do to increase the number of leads you're generating off of your own website, I think is fantastic. When we talked about social media, I was happy to see that you guys do have a blog. However, and that it's being updated frequently. However, it looks like it's a lot about football. And while somebody is certainly taking a lot of time to write these, I don't think that it's helping SEO or perhaps maybe even selling some cars for you. What I would instead like to see, or in addition to these, would be articles on new models, new features, community events, something that really promotes Superior Toyota, your brand, and includes hyperlinks back to your website so that we can move this blog from the second page to the first page. On your website, since you have all of these social media sites, I would go ahead and include hyperlinks to them so that those reciprocal links will help with both your on-site and off-site SEO. And also, I would consider removing Toyota.com from your site. If somebody's on your website, I think you should try to keep them there. And while Toyota probably is really happy that you're sending traffic there, I don't know that I would want to give a consumer the opportunity to build a different car or shop a different dealer. So perhaps remove that as well. When I go to your Facebook page, I think that you might be using Digital Airstrike to help you, and that's fine. I recognize, of course, their offers and reviews. I would bring to your attention, though, that when I click on offers, none are listed. So perhaps if you're not going to update this on a regular basis, I would go ahead and remove it. The other issue with it is that it leaves you locked in and you can't get off of the offers page. You then have to go out and away from your store to get away from it. So those are just a few recommendations that I have. I hope that it was helpful. If you have any questions, you can call me back at 407-760-8072. Thanks so much.